today, from Toronto, Canada, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Toronto Mounties versus Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Toronto Mounties. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Toronto ball club as they enter play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best...
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Montez Sweat. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
From midfield, here's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
And this could be a whole lot of fun, because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Yeah, now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Haskins on 3rd down. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 10 yards.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a play fake. Brady on the crossing route, complete. It's Evans. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
First down.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 11 now. Brady, and he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Thrown away and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down.
Haskins now off the bootleg. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Haskins out of the gun, and that is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down. A much different 2nd drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the 2nd one.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
1-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. That time, a 9-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
On first down, Brady. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady's throw there complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
To Mike Evans. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Mounties 7, Buccaneers 3.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Intended for Chris.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady over the middle to Evans. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Buccaneers 3.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now we'll throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Haskins back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins got a man. It's Gibson complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
He had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
The 4-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Brings up 6.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Devin White coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Haskins, his pass caught at the 4. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive.
14. Buccaneers 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
TJ Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Made by DeMario Davis. 1-yard gain.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
An 8-yard pickup.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Brady. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On 1st down, Gibson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Adam Gotsis on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup.
From the 31, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. That's caught by Howard.
Haskins pass.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Or the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
Mounties 17. Buccaneers 3.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call a sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
To Zach Pascal. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Brady. He gets it into Gronkowski complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a Buccaneer.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On the delay, Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And that's complete to Gandy Golden. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
Haskins pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. He finds Howard complete.
At the 26-yard line.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, it's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading them out. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that, because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. And they'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push push the lead up to 17.
Mounties 20, Buccaneers 3.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was Dwayne Haskins with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Taken at about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Haskins. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
It's a gain of 12. Brings up 3rd down and
On 3rd down, Gibson. And he There's the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own.
And let's shift our attention to this defensive unit as they march back onto the field. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, they're 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Brady.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Jones, the ball.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Jones, the ball carrier. He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
from just shy of midfield. Brady. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Brady going to throw.
And 8 yards.
And that will be incomplete.
Brady.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. After the penalty, it's Fournette. Good strength, gets him a little extra and gets them some breathing room as he's tackled shy of the 10. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Third down, here's Haskins. In trouble, the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Taken in at the 22.
We dominate today.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. He stiff arms him. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. The 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Welcome back to Toronto, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Now Haskins to throw it. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Keeps himself upright. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Haskins pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Haskins.
We'll find Gibson here complete.
Haskins.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Gibson.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 3rd down, Haskins. As he throws there, incomplete.
Haskins pass. Intended for Antonio Gibson.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
That one slants in the corner.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Haskins to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Haskins pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd down and 12 yards.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
A 33-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
23. Buccaneers 5.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. at their own 24-yard.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
Caught on the right side by Jones. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2-yard line.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, and it's 3rd and short. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
He'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line.
That's the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Fournette. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Fournette on the counter. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Haskins pass.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 21.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
And this one caught by Cameron Brate.
Brady's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The 28-yard line.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Brady again.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Brady's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of
You got the
7.
big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Brady to throw again. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady now on first down. A good throw here, finding Pascal. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans.
Complete.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Intended for Chris Godwin. Kevin King, their defensive.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
Brady's
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
There on the coverage.
Throwing again. Brady. Oh, he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Gronkowski.
Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it's certainly. But if I'm
probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive, that one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The score.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fournette a first down carry, but he'll get only a couple before defenders are there to meet him. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
Good.
And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Mounties 29. Buccaneers 12.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And the stats on his game, they really tell the story. A strong start. I don't know that the defense has really changed a whole lot as opposed to maybe just sticking to that game plan and shutting him down now.
I like where you're going with that because normally we talk about adjustments and drastic changes in a game plan in order to shut someone down. But in this case, maybe they're just sticking with what they worked on all week and they're just making better plays. And so far, they've got to like what they've been doing in the second half.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Today's final score.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the home team here, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas